How many blue pills do you think Drew Brady had drank before making the men's rights video? Because every time the bro drops a fact, it comes out like this. And before you start putting all of this on your face, let me save you and give you something better, the red pill. So for every lie in Drew Brady's video, here's the red pill. Which brings me to Drew's next claim, which is grape. Drew claims in his video that grape is a man-on-man crime, the same way racists claim that violence against black people is a black-on-black crime. White people just can't commit it, and neither can women commit grape against men.
आदमी का एक दूसरे आदमी द्वारा रेप किया जाता है.
Drew isolates men's grape to prisons and wars. He says because it's only men who rape other men in prisons and wars, and that is also what happens in society.
वॉर में मेंस रेप एक डार्क सीक्रेट जैसा है. जेल में आदमियों के साथ फेलो क्रिमिनल्स द्वारा रेप होता है. समाज में भी ऐसा होता है.
What he doesn't tell you is that if prisons are an accurate representation of crimes in the society, then women rape other women 4 times higher than men rape other men in their prisons. So does this mean women can also not be raped by men? Nobody, including Drew Brady, ever isolate violence against women to what women do to each other in prisons. As per CDC, this is the amount of rapes that are committed by men, and these are the ones committed by women. So why is he showing selective stereotype of men's rape but not women's rape? But these stereotypes was just the beginning of the deeper poisoning. Because what's more misleading than the statistics? It's the narrative. Because in his video, Drew claims that it's only men who laugh at other men when men are sexually abused.
अमेरिका से भारत तक मास मीडिया में मेंस रेप पर मजाक किए जाना आम बात. स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी से लेकर कैजुअल कॉन्वर्सेशंस में मेल रेप को ट्रिवियलाइज किया जाता है.
Now this is partially true. I mean, just look at this incel right here.
4 लड़कियां पंजाब में गाड़ी चला रही थी. उन्होंने रास्ता पूछने के लिए लड़के को बुलाया. वो लड़का जब रास्ता बताने आया तो उन्होंने उसे किडनैप किया, बेहोश किया, एक सुनसान जगह पे लेके गए. चारों लड़कियों ने एक-एक करके उसके साथ सेक्स किया. मैम आप हंस रहे हो, वो लड़का उस चूतिए ने इसकी पुलिस कंप्लेन की है. कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी चलाओ ऐसी गाड़ी. कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी चलाओ ऐसी गाड़ी. मैं पुलिस को मेरा कंसेंट नहीं लिया. अबे मतलब लड़की का चाहिए होता, लड़के का तो होता ही है.
तुझे थप्पड़ मारने का कंसेंट भी तो होता ही है.
But this is just as real as the tip of the iceberg is the entire iceberg. So if this is men laughing on male rape, then what is this? Well, let me show you the deeper reality. Because every time a news about woman chopping a man's penis goes viral, majority of the top comments that read queen behavior, I support her, proud of you girl, are from women. In fact, when the same news was shared on a women only community with 500,000 followers called Winner Girls Official, not only were the women making the same comments, but the owner of the feminist page was highlighting the comments that supported the violence. Forget about the women. Feminism is such a cancer that it has even infected the medical industry. That's why when these sexually abused men go to the doctors, guess what they give them instead of the treatment? I-5. One victim was told that he should have felt lucky that he had a sexual contact with a woman at an age as young as 6 years old. These studies prove that they have overwhelmingly negative experience for seeking help for sexual abuse by women. Psychologists are a profession dominated by 75% women. In fact, women's organizations have publicly protested at least 3 times against gender-neutral rape laws. But this doesn't match Drew Brady's agenda of blaming men for their own problems, which is why this information was completely discarded from his video. But everything has a cause and effect, just like these falling dominoes. And every lie that Drew has told so far has been a lead up to him digging his own grave. Because what he's about to say next is about to make him look stupid as fuck given everything he has said before, which is sexism in female-dominated jobs. In this segment, Drew Brady claims that men are not able to enter female-dominated fields because of a very interesting reason.
औरतें धीरे-धीरे अब उन सभी एरियाज में आ रही हैं जिन्हें पहले मेल स्पेसिफिक माना जाता था, लेकिन मेल्स के केस में कोई पूछ तक भी नहीं रहा. कुछ लोगों का कहना है कि प्री स्कूल में मेल टीचर्स का होना चाइल्ड अब्यूज का रिस्क बढ़ा सकता है. जरा सोचकर देखो, अगर आप कोई नौकरी करने जाते हो और जॉब इंटरव्यू में आपसे कहा जाता है कि अरे आप तो लड़के हो, आप एक पोटेंशियल चाइल्ड अब्यूजर हो सकते हो.
Gee, I wonder why they say that, Dhruv. Is it maybe because they think sexual abuse as a crime committed only by men? And exactly where would they have heard that? Well, let me guess. From people like you? This segment is especially ironic to me because Dhruv Rathi is actively advocating against stereotypes while also perpetuating the stereotypes. He is the part of the problem that is complaining about. Dhruv is the type of person that releases a loud stinky fart in a room full of people and then turns around and starts asking the others who just farted. Who do you think farted, Dhruv? We all know that it was you. But anyway, he continues to show images where men are laughing at other men for doing a woman's job, which is a nice try to shift the blame on men. But here's a popular Reddit post asking men in female dominated fields about what their experiences are like. Their response: A. Sexual harassment. B. More sexual harassment. Holy fucking Hanuman harassment. Who would have thought women can do all this, guys? Not Dhruv, I'll tell you that. I mean, just look at all this. You will be touched, and if you dare get offended, you're gay? The heavy lifting automatically gets assigned to me just because I'm a man. Lots of discussions about creating more opportunities for women, even though they already ran the department. If I work with children, I'm a pedo. I had to sleep with my boss just to keep my job. Guys, I think we're not doing enough sexism against women in male-dominated fields. Next time you spill over a coffee, just ask the woman next to you to clean it up. This is a horror show, bro. Majority of the time, these men are facing sexism not by other men, but by other women. Obviously, because they're in a female-dominated field, they're surrounded by women. So how can men be the ones making fun of them when they're not even there? Dhruv, I think you should leave your head open so the common sense can regenerate like this. But you know as well as I do, if Dhruv is ever given a choice between a path to common sense and a path to clown country, our boy is taking that sharp right. I mean, you can tell by his next claim that his audience is either headed straight to the circus or the zoo. Which brings me to his fourth claim, which is dating and marriages. Dhruv claims that not only do women select men based on their income or marriage, but men themselves are insecure with women making more money than them because of a very interesting reason.
बात केवल औरतों की डिमांड की नहीं है, बहुत से मेल्स खुद ही इस चीज से कंफर्टेबल महसूस नहीं करते। यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ बाथ की एक स्टडी में 6000 मैरिड कपल से बात की गई। पता चला कि मेल्स को स्ट्रेस होने लगता है अगर उनकी वाइफ उनसे ज्यादा कमाने लगे।
लड़के भी इनसिक्योर हो जाते हैं कि लड़की जब ज्यादा कमाती है। The problem which men have with feminism is that it hurts their ego. Simple as that. Hurts their ego. Simple as that.
Wow. Male ego, huh? How original, guys. Who could have guessed that feminists have two clowns to scare the children? Male ego and patriarchy. If your children don't go to sleep, it's because of male ego and patriarchy. If one of them has a diarrhea tomorrow, that's because of male ego and patriarchy. Sure, just blame all your problems on male ego and patriarchy. If you look at his own source, it says that men are most stressed when women make no income. So men want women to make money, but just 10% less than them. But that could be for any reason. Why the male ego and patriarchy? It's because Dhruv's selective information is a big fat lie that takes information out of context and draws misleading conclusions. You may recall Jodi Moria and several other cases just like her where when men paid for their wives to be more educated and better earning than them, they ended up dumping the men and moving on to somebody else. Studies even in countries which are considered gender equal like Sweden and Norway show that women are more likely to exit the marriage if men make less income than them. And the lesser the income of a man in a marriage, the higher the risk of divorce by women. In fact, a study of lottery winners showed that women who win the lottery are more likely to exit the marriages with their partners than men who win the lotteries. This is conclusive proof that women only marry for monetary gain, and when they no longer have a monetary gain attached to their partner, they end up dumping them. And this is the real reason why men are stressed. It's not because men are uncomfortable with women making more money than them, it's because women are uncomfortable with men making less income than them, which increases the risk of divorce for men, leading to them getting stressed. In fact, guess what happened to Dhruv's only example of a successful house husband in his video?
बॉक्सिंग चैंपियन मैरी कॉम को तो आप जानते ही होंगे। इन्होंने अपने बच्चों को एक ओपन लेटर लिखा। इसमें उन्होंने कहा कि मेरे मन में तुम्हारे पिता के लिए बहुत ज्यादा रिस्पेक्ट है। तुम जल्द ही शब्द सुनोगे हाउस हस्बैंड। लेकिन याद रखना, ये कोई गाली नहीं, अपमानजनक नहीं, वो मेरी ताकत है, मेरे पार्टनर है जो मेरे हर कदम में साथ होते हैं।
Olympic medalist and boxing icon Mary Kom could be heading for a split from her husband Karun Onkolar after a period of 20 years.
What happened, Drew? What happened? It's only been 3 months. Mary was reportedly unhappy about the financial losses, around 2 to 3 crores, and the fact that he lost. It gets more ironic. Okay, here, check this out. He didn't want to contest. It wasn't even his idea. It was Mary's idea to run the elections. She gave the money. He failed. He has always been a devoted father and gave up his football career to support Mary and raise their kids. Now he's unable to meet them. Imagine having only one balloon as the only source of your argument, and now that that's bursted, your audience is just left looking at their own reflection in the mirror. This is what you guys look like. Click this video if you want to see the first part, and don't forget to subscribe or I will send male ego and patriarchy.